Alright, welcome to the video. So, you might be thinking, it's like, well, there's no new banners out. What could this, guy with arguably too much money? That's definitely not the case, but, spending too much money recklessly on a gacha game. What is he pulling on now? Well, that is actually because I kind of forgot about my monthly thing. So, basically my 7 choice encounter, and then, the whatchamacallit. So, basically Guide of the Heaven and Guide of the Land pulls. We're gonna go here to take a look at who I currently do not have. Basically, there's no character that I have. I have every character in some form or another. Basically, yeah, you can look here. And I can even side grade Milsha AS and Yifa AS. I have no interest in Hardy's AS, especially not Claude's AS. I have no interest there. Tsubame's NS, I don't need it. It's not good. Unless she gets a Manifest, I'm not particularly interested. Oops. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, I made a VC Grasta for her, and oh, shoot. I do it whenever I hit 10, but I guess I had the 7, and so I did it. Oops. I'll get those back. She's not getting a Manifest anytime soon anyways, most likely. Anywho. So, AS Sawyer is not going to be available. AS Philo is available from this. And then AS Lily will not be. So, yes. Then here, Alter Dewey and Alter Shion. Alter Dewey is not, he is on there. I'll probably add him to my list of 7. Alter Shion, I didn't see him, and I don't... When it refreshed for me was on the 8th. Was he just barely not 2 months at that point? Because it feels like he was. Maybe it's only a month ago, actually. He might only be a month ago. Well, regardless. Hey. Having trouble clearing my throat. Hello. What's this? Ooh. Brilliant Encounter Japanese version main story chapter 3 release, and the Twin Destinies Encounter Japanese version main story chapter 3 release. Well, Flubber Nuggets, I'm gonna be doing that. The Twin Destinies, not the Brilliant. Brilliant is usefulest for me because the Brilliant is essentially... The Brilliant is essentially this. The Guide of the Land. Guaranteed a 4.5 star character. And I have every character. So it would just be light. It's a waste of 1,000 stones for me. Although, I don't mind getting an additional 4 light. So place your bets down below. Who you think I'm gonna get? Who am I 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 gonna get? The big reveal! Yeah, but I don't want 4 light for you. Foreshadow, I mean. Anyways, encounter. So we're gonna go through and specifically aim for the ones that I do not have a version of, like Milsha's Another Style. Yeah, Yifa's AS is not in here yet, which is a shame. Zaviro AS, I'll go for. Philo's AS. Got him. You really realize how many characters you do have when you're slowly cycling through them all, and you're realizing you have most of these. That moment when you realize you've wailed a bit too hard. I think I still have my ASU in at level 1, because I pulled him by accident, and I've never wanted him. AS Lokido, I already have AS Lokido. I think I got him from this. AS Mariel, I do have AS Mariel now. And I even have 5-star Annabelle now. Alter Dewey. So we're at 4 now. Screw it, have AS Runa on there. There we go. 2 others, and I know exactly who I'm going to do. So I'm going to go for Shadow on Byakuya. And where's Yukino? There. That's what I want. The reason I did Byakuya and Yukino is because Yukino's another style. I would like another 16 light, just so that way I can get to the 80 and have 4 move slots. It really benefits her. Then there is Byakuya. You know what? Just wouldn't mind having it. More Shadow for Byakuya. All good in my books, because watch out, news incoming. Spoiler of an incoming character. Another style Byakuya has been announced. So yes, I'm gonna be pulling for that. And yeah, so let's go. Who's it gonna be? Oh, that's such a good sound. Wow, that's a good sound. Alright. Who's it gonna be? Oh, heck yeah! I'm totally down for this. And there we go. 16 light for Philo. Excuse me. I don't think I have a water team anymore. So let's just go Axe. And now I'm going to talk about something. You have 104 what? When? Sorry, I was shocked. But I just want to talk about some stuff now that I've been having basically a fantastic day, because I watched the JP stream of Another Eden, and that was fantastic. So if you don't want to hear about the JP stream in Another Eden, just my thoughts on everything that happened in it, then feel free to leave the video. There's not going to be anything else after this. I'm just going to be upgrading Philo here, leveling him up and stuff. But this is just going to be my thoughts on the JP stream and everything that's happening. Ready? Set. You've received your warning. I am now going to speak about it. So, I'm really excited about Main Story Chapter 3. I don't know about how the rest of you guys are feeling, but I am so excited for it. Oh my god. And I'll admit, when I saw the buddy system that they were implementing with the brand new character, I wasn't sure how I felt about that. In all honesty, I was scared at first, because I'm thinking like, oh, really, you're gonna do that? Because the main thing is that I was worried that Another Eden was gonna turn into some other gachas, where you have 2 things in the gacha pull. I was worried that it was gonna be a character and the buddy as separate things to pull. And I was not gonna like that. I was not gonna like that at all. Instead, they did something I was actually rather interested in, which is they've made them the same character. You pull that character, you get the buddy as well. And that's something I'm really interested in. Because for me, now that's gonna be a whole nother thing on whether or not I'm gonna pull for a character. If they have a buddy attached to them, depending on the strengths of the buddy, even if the character sucks, I might still pull for the character to try and get the buddy. Because buddies do look like that they're going to be able to change the tide of battle a bit. You can have some of them that, like, you know, when you use their abilities, they can either refresh your statuses. The one from the gacha character we saw in the promotional video, we saw it do 480,000 damage. Which, you know, blew my mind. I was very ready for that. By very ready, I mean I was just flabbergasted. That was insane, and I'm really excited. As for other parts of it, basically the new character, she's got a chainsaw and said that she wants to separate, like, my head from my body. Basically, for me, that's just a dream girl. That is the kind of girl you want all around you at all times. Because, you know, only good things can happen, right? I'm a big fan of yanderes. Don't judge. So, as for other things that they mentioned, we've got the new boat. Oh my god, do I like the boat. I am so beyond excited for the boat! Oh, we can move in all 8 directions. What do they call that? Omnidirectional? Or is that only 4 directions? Regardless, we have all 8 directions. And I'm really, really excited for that. Additionally, we also have, we've got, like, weather effects that are going to be a thing. Like rain, sunny, and these will impact a battle. Which, that is an interesting mechanic as well. So I'm curious how all of this is going to play out as time goes on. I'm, frankly, very, very interested in this. Ouch, just pulled my hair. Then there is, when that ship appeared in the initial promotional video, I'm fairly certain that we're going to finally see some expansion upon the Sky Pirates. And I would be very, very interested to see on what they do with the Sky Pirates. We also saw a humanoid Rika, which, holy crap, that would be interesting. We saw Professor Kronos alive and well working with the Chrono Clan. Like the white-haired boy from the Chrono Clan, which, you know, what does that mean? And we see these, like, crystals forming from the sky, but then in the flip, we see Amy looking out those same crystals. But while the laboratory seems to be underground, the crystals are coming down, Amy is on the surface, and the crystals are coming up from the ground. So yeah, we've got them coming down from the sky when white-haired boy looks up at them. Then Amy and Wataru look out over it, and the crystal's jutting out from the ground. So I'm guessing we can go beneath the earth to go down into this laboratory, which would be a really cool scenario if they did that. Also, another thing I noticed from the video, because I'm just, you know, going off of basically what I remember. And another thing I noticed is just, holy nuts, Batman. I am just... there seem to be some whirlpools that you can encounter when you're doing... I want some music for the background, so I'm just doing this. But there's gonna be these whirlpools that you can go to while you're on the ship, while you're just going around, and they seem to be interactable. And I'm not quite sure what that's gonna mean. I'm not sure what that's gonna mean at all. Are we gonna be able to submerge ourselves in... Because I'd be really interested if we could go underwater. That would be a really fun mechanic, because frankly, I'm imagining Final Fantasy III. I played the crap out of that game. I love that game. So if they give us something like the boat we get in that, where we can submerge and go along the ocean floor, that would be really, really cool to me. I would love that a lot. But I'm also going to wonder, are we going to have ocean encounters, or is there going to be no encounters on the boat? I'm wondering how that would come into play, because during the promotional video we didn't see that, but in theory the devs would also be able to turn it off, and we have no idea if, like, encounter up, encounter down Grasto would work on the ocean. I see no reason why it wouldn't, but who knows? This is brand new. We have no idea about anything. What else do I want to speak about? Oh yes, I posted on the Reddit that there was like a 3-headed dragon that you could see in the PV. And that was really, really cool to me. I am very excited for that. Because I'm curious what it's going to mean. Some people are hoping that it's going to be a dragon that we have to, like, chase down and hunt and fight it multiple times until eventually, like, it turns into a character or something. Or that even if it's just a boss, that we hunt it down multiple times and it's not just a one-off fight. For being such a kind of a cool thing. But I looked closer at it and I was wondering, it's like, I can see light through the middle. Like, through the torso. So I'm wondering, is it like a donut dragon? Is it going to have, like, a hole in the middle? But that's fine, it's still alive, like, maybe, like, its heart is, like, it's got 2 hearts or something? Because that would be kind of cool. If it, like, you know, had this weird hole in the center, because that would just be aesthetically pleasing to me. I don't know about the rest of you, but that would be aesthetically pleasing to me. Then we've just got the whole steampunk design of everything, and I am so happy with that! Oh my god! I love the look of steampunk, and steampunk being an AE brings about, but we eventually get a steampunk-themed character. Sure, we have the Chainsaw Girl, but she's like, you know, she's kind of more edgy-ish than she is, like, she's got no steampunk things. I'm waiting for someone like Hina, but where they go full steampunk in the design, and that would be interesting to me. And, you know, we've seen multiple story-related characters come out as time goes on. So right now we have the one, but as chapters, like, as we go through the chapters and stuff like that, even if we breeze through the main story really fast, which, if you're playing on the master difficulty, of which there is a difficulty setting, if you're playing on the master difficulty, you're likely not going to breeze through the main story. It's going to slow you down a bit, which I'm hoping it will. Because who knows when we're going to get the next main story update. That could be a long time away. I mean, we waited like a year for this one. But it should be coming out sooner than expected for global. Initially, we were expecting it to be about the 3-month mark, which is what any update right now that happens, it's expected to be in about 3 months that we would get it. Because we're no longer on an accelerated time frame. We are now averaging about like 2 updates a month. Every 2 weeks we're getting an update. And so we're seeing that now, like, it's about 3 months till we get whatever update. But predictions are now coming in that they're saying that they're actually working on getting the main story to us as soon as possible. That we might actually be able to see this maybe in December. So we were speculating like around Christmas or something like that. For me personally, I think it depends on when they started to work on the translation and implementing it to global. If they started this when they started working on it kind of for Japan, so if they were translating it as it went and stuff like that, we should probably see this, like, you know, in November. But if they, most likely they didn't do that. Most likely they weren't going to do that, because this might have just been like, hey, why don't we try and just get this story to them as soon as possible? As an afterthought. And in which case, yeah, you know, maybe early December, late November, that would be when I'm hoping to see it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it came out, like, near Christmas. But yeah, no, I'd be very interested to see how all of this is going to go. I'm just so excited, man. I'm so excited. Oh, it's going to be just such a wild ride. And I can't wait to watch all of it unfold. It's going to be so good. My god, it's going to be so good. Oh! But yeah, so my thing about that is kind of over now. I will also say that, like, you know, I still do stream. That my channel here has been, sadly, kind of dead. But I do stream quite a bit, actually, as of right now. And, I'm thinking of getting a game on my Nintendo Switch that just came out called Yomawari Lost in the Dark. It would be my first ever horror game that I myself chose to play. What I mean by that is that when I was a kid, I did get forced to play one against my will. That wasn't fun. So, yeah. More so to the point, I'm just interested to see what's going to happen with everything. I'm thinking I'll get that game probably tomorrow and start streaming it. Losers Become Winners at twitch.com or whatever it is. /twitch.com. I don't know how they do that. But, go ahead, check it out. Check out my channel on Twitch. I do stream. I try to stream every day. Today was an exception. But yeah. So I wanted to do a short talk about everything that we know so far about main story part 3. Oh, as for some of the other new characters, right? I might want to talk about those. So we know that Garam is getting another style, which good, he needs one. We know that Hina is getting another style, which, thank God! I'm so happy! I wanted to use her so bad, but she's just... She doesn't fit anywhere. She's too unique now. Back in the day, she was a great character, but now she just doesn't fit anywhere for anything. So hopefully her AS fixes a lot of her issues that she has. And then... the biggest surprise, arguably, of the stream, Flam Lapis is getting in another style. I don't know how I feel about that one, if I'm being completely honest. Because her normal style is still very, very good. Now, granted, this isn't a bad thing. I want to say right now, this isn't a bad thing. I just have mixed feelings about it, because her normal style is not that old, nor is it underpowered in any way. People still use it to one-shot bosses. I mean, like, you know, she's insane. So I'm curious what they're gonna do. The only limitation Flamlapis has on herself would be that her damage is really for the first 3 turns of battle. Maybe they'll take it like AS Theolil took it, where instead of single target damage, AS Theolil made it so it was AoE damage. Maybe AS Flam is now no longer going to be limited to the first 3 turns of battle and able to have that same amount of damage for the entire thing, which would be busted. And that would be opening like a whole can of worms with Nikoko's type change, that you'll just be able to destroy any and every boss. Other things to say. No, I think I'm good. We'll quickly just finish this off, and then, yeah, that'll be it there. Thank you so much for everyone who joined in on the stream. I really appreciate all of you stopping by. It's been just lovely to have all of you here. And I'm glad that you guys hopefully enjoyed the stream and you had fun. Not stream, god damn it. Oh wow, I really do think in stream terms. But I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye for now. See you later.